The date, November 25th, 1975, exactly 4 decades ago. That's when high-ranking officials from several South American countries gathered in Santiago with a dark agenda. They launched Operation Condor. Military dictatorships from half a dozen countries began swapping information to hunt down political opponents. All these years later, a historic trial for some of the decades-old crimes committed is now underway in Argentina. CCTV's Joel Richards has insight.
Near the presidential palace in the heart of Santiago, office workers and students walk past what was once a detention and torture centre. A visit inside is a harrowing experience. Here, a relative of one of the victims of the dictatorship is moved to song. At this museum, I met Laura Elgueta, one of the witnesses in the Operation Condor trial currently taking place in Argentina. She was kidnapped and interrogated at the age of 15 while living in exile in Buenos Aires.
We
were told that my brother Luis had been brought back to Chile because he had to pay for what he had done.
Laura and her family have no information about what happened to Luis Elgueta, a member of a leftist organisation, one of Operation Condor's many victims and secrets. Operation Condor was the network of South American military dictatorships swapping information on political opponents who had crossed borders to then hunt them down. It was set up 40 years ago in Chile and named after the country's bird of prey. Argentina, Uruguay, Bolivia, Paraguay and Chile all signed the initial agreement. Other neighbouring countries were later involved, but its reach extended beyond this region. Documents released in the United States earlier this year revealed that Chilean dictator Augusto Pinochet ordered the 1976 killing of opponent Orlando Letelier in Washington, D.C., one of Condor's most shocking crimes.
Condor surge de los intereses de dominación.
Condor came from the United States' interest in dominating the continent and to impose its own cultural, political, and economic projects. This is the key to understanding this.
The Argentine Nobel Peace Prize winner Adolfo Pérez Esquivel, now in his 80s, is still a busy human rights activist. He himself was a victim of Operation Condor. It's here in Buenos Aires where a historic trial for Operation Condor has been taking place for the past 2 years. 17 former military officers stand accused of over 100 counts of kidnapping and murder. Unlike many of its neighbours, Argentina has made progress in bringing to justice those guilty of crimes against humanity committed during the military dictatorship. Operation Condor is just one of those trials.
We are kind of in a much better place as a society and human rights, thanks to the trials, thanks to this process of justice. I think human rights occupy an important place in the public agenda today.
And yet there is still a public debate. Just this week, a newspaper editorial in Argentina criticised the trials as revenge against the military, stirring controversy. Workers at the newspaper distanced themselves from the article. Rights activists say justice is vital for these countries.
La memoria no es para quedarse en el pasado.
Memory is not about being stuck in the past. Memory should help us illuminate the present. It is in the present that we construct a different society.
Operation Condor is believed to be directly responsible for the deaths of more than 1,000 people. The trial, shedding light on just some of its crimes, is due to close by the end of this year. Joel Richards, CCTV, Buenos Aires.